Today we're trying out another new recipe, this time inspired by my childhood. You ever get super faded, eat a bowl of cereal, and just drink the milk at the bottom? Bro, that shit just hits different. Today we're actually making cereal milk ice cream, but of course, it's infused. Let's measure out 100 grams of some plain cornflakes. I mean, you could really use any cereal that you want, but that's what we're doing today. Now, let's go ahead and preheat the oven to 300. And let's grab a large baking sheet lined with a silly pad or some parchment paper, and then pour your cereal out onto the sheet. Just make sure that they're spread out nice and even. So let's go on to toast our cereal in the oven for 20 minutes. This is pretty much going to help deepen the flavor of the cereal. I mean, if you're using a sweeter cereal, something like Fruity Pebbles, you'll definitely want to avoid using this step. So now let's let the cereal cool for about 10 to 15 minutes, then transfer to a large pitcher. Pour in 2 cups of some heavy cream and 1 cup of whole milk, and just let that steep for about 10 minutes. Now stir that thing until all the flavor comes out, and if your arm not tired, you was probably stirring that shit like a hoe, bro. Now grab a strainer, place it over a large bowl, and strain your milk out. Just make sure you press firmly against the cereal just to make sure that you get everything out. Add in 100 grams of sugar, 5 grams of some freeze-dried corn powder, and a sprinkle of salt just to enhance the flavor. Now let's give that a good whisk until fully combined, and place our mixture on a double boiler right on the stove. This should start to feel familiar, almost like we did this before. Bro, stop playing with me. Go watch my black sesame ice cream video if you haven't already, and definitely go show your boy some love. Once we see our mixture steaming, let's take it off and let it cool. Let's go ahead and separate our egg yolks from the whites. I'm not gonna hold you, it's probably my least favorite part of this entire process, just because it's so damn tedious, but trust me, it'll definitely be worth it. Now let's add 25 grams of sugar to our egg yolk mixture, and then give that a good whisk until fully combined. From there, slowly ladling your dairy mixture to the eggs. Just do it 1 scoop at a time, and then back to the double boiler we go. Keep stirring and pay close attention to how it thickens. You'll definitely know when it's done when you can run your finger down the spoon, and you can just do it nice and clean, just like that. Place it over an ice bath just to let it cool, and then let it chill in the fridge overnight. So pour your mixture into the ice cream machine just so we can go ahead and churn it. Now we add in our cannabis infused oil. I'm actually doing 45 milligrams of some animal cookies from Kosher. If you want to see how I made this, watch my last video. So let's place our ice cream in containers to freeze overnight and check back in the morning. When you take it out the freezer, it should look nice and creamy just like this. Easy enough to scoop through, just straight out the freezer. And don't get me wrong, it's beautiful as is, but let's take this up a notch by adding on some cornflakes right on the top. Man, I can't wait to see how this shit tastes. It looks like we did it again. Took some classic munchies and turned them into edibles. If you try this recipe at home, let me know in the comments below. And also, let me know what recipe you want to see me do next. Peace.